What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to talk through some of our sets, Daniel's World Champs experience of like a walkthrough of what he does, and some like movies we've watched recently, what we do in the gym, just our day to day. Where in the last video we went through our life, this is going to be like a day to day more. So let's get started with, we had a set yesterday. It was 3100s, and we'll put it up on screen. And it was like a descending interval and an ascending interval at the same time. Very complicated. I'll explain it. So basically, I did a set last year. I do it every year at this time of the year. And you do descending interval, so 31. So the first 15, you go 1 on 110, 2 on 120, 3 on 130, 4 on 140, 5 on 150. And then you go the next 15 as 5 on 110, 4 on 120, 3 on 130, 2 on 140, 1 on 150. And basically you gotta just try to hold a good time throughout. So it was me, Nathan, and then this guy who trains with us sometime called Harry, who's like 17. So it was a pretty rough start for him to join in on that session. But yeah, it went pretty well. Me and Nathan were chatting throughout it, apart from obviously not when we were on 110 because you can't really speak on that interval. But yeah, I think it was a good set. What are you, I did 2100s off 130 last season. Let's grab the microphone. And that's when I wasn't doing distance swimming. And I've gone a lot quicker this time. So I was very hyped up after that. And we went and had a fish and chips after, but I didn't have fish, I had chicken. Because I don't like battered fish.
Yeah, we had that with Faz and Alex. No, boys' night in.
Love Island.
Yeah.
It was good last night, actually.
Yeah, actually, we could talk about Love Island as well.
So then, what me and Della were talking about in the set was chill the first ones, hold the time you wanted to go.
Yeah.
And then, basically, when you got to 15, you were halfway, so you were like, we've got this in the bag. And then, we got to the 500s, and oh my god, I think
5 ones off
110. And that's when you started to question life in that part. It was like, I think I went a slight bit, maybe like a second or 1.5 seconds slower on that part. And then I was like, I said to myself on the fourth last, the one before the last, quick on the 110, I was like, we've got to do a Grim Reaper here. We've got to come back from the dead. Even though dying, it's probably not dying if you go 1.5 seconds over. So I was like, I've got to go quicker. So I was like, oh. And then I went quick and I was pretty happy with myself.
Yeah.
So I got pretty hyped up. How was your session, Nano? Yeah, it's pretty good. I went faster than what I went last season by a lot. And my lactate levels were also like a lot lower. So a decent set. And since I'd done it before and Nathan and the other guy hadn't, but me and Hector did it, it was a lot easier because I knew how to pace it, I guess. My goal was to just try hold the same time the whole way, even off the 110s. So I just started a bit easier to make sure that I'd have enough energy left to go off 5 off 110. And yeah, I guess now we can go on to my Loughborough swimming, like my distance group. I wanted to touch on basically, so we got, I'll name them as we go throughout. I can't remember how many we have. Maybe we have 8 swimmers, maybe. In the actual like distance, like 1500 and 800 swimmers. So I'd say that like obviously we got the elders of the group. So we'll put Toby up there. He's the oldest. Maybe the wisest too. We'll get him on a podcast later on. And he's done it all. Obviously he used to be in the British National Centre and now he's joined us to last season. Did he join us or this season?
I think it was
this season, I think. Was it? I can't remember, but it's been a while. And then we got Hector. Me and Hector, I think, get along the best in the squad. We were joking around, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Then we got Felix, who's obviously maybe the most professional, I'd say, but he does have a lot of fun. He's a funny guy. And then Asterios, who is he's the motivator, I guess. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, I don't know. He's just all around. He gets you going. And then we got Will. He's the guy with the best stories, I reckon. He always comes out with something just hilarious every session. So, and then we also got the girls too. And yeah, we got Fleur and Lucy.
And yeah, I guess we can talk about what we're doing in training as well at the moment. So I'm actually just coming off the back of Bucks. I had a successful Bucks, got some of the meat. Nathan was in Ireland. If you want to talk a little about that?
I did Dave McCullough, got some PBs.
Yep.
It was just getting a bit of ring rust off or pool rust off. And yeah, I felt pretty good when I was racing. I felt a bit, it was more the legs were dying. You said the same problem with you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Break out into song here. Well, in this podcast, feel like it. So, and then, yeah, so I felt alright the weekend, but I'm excited to race in Edinburgh next week. Daniel's there as well. It's quite packed in Edinburgh. So I'll be quite excited. Me and Dan are facing off in the 1500 final. I think he's first and I'm third. So on the side sheet, we'll be beside each other.
I don't know that's happened in a while.
No, I don't think it's happened ever.
Oh, really?
Like
In a 1500?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Okay, so we had to change camera there because it just died. But we're talking about what we're doing at training at the moment. So I just come off the back of Bucks.
We just said that.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to say that. And then I had a day off. And then I went straight back into training again. She said we did those 3100s at the start of the video that we mentioned. And yeah. Oh, I just finished also the training. This is obviously Saturday, so we also just finished training. Yeah. And then we actually, a lot of people are inquiring basically what we're doing in the gym at the moment.
Yeah.
You wanna take over?
Getting large. That's what we're doing. Getting large. So at the moment we do box or back squat. Both depends. I prefer box squat.
Me too.
And we do a lot of pull-ups. A lot.
What's your max? What's your 1RM?
40, I think.
40.
What are you?
The same.
It's 35.
It's not. I'm telling you, 40 kilos is my one.
We will discuss this after the podcast.
In a video coming soon.
All right, watch him fail it. And then we also do bench, pin, and press, which is basically the same as bench press, but you pause at the bottom. So pause bench press.
And we're doing some eccentric stuff at the moment. So that's basically why you're doing slow release stuff.
So we do like 160 kg on machine rows. So it's quite a lot of weight.
Look at
And then, yeah, in the gym, that's all we don't do any cardio or anything, obviously, because we do all the whole.
But I'm just wondering, Nathan.
I'll hold the mic now.
Do you enjoy the gym?
I actually do. I'm a big fan of Chris Bumstead and Alex Eubank.
I thought you were going to say Chris, our gym coach. I'm a big fan of Chris. We are a big fan of Chris.
Yeah, good gym coach, to be honest.
Yeah. I want to talk about. I didn't enjoy the gym as much. Yeah, I know. It's actually I want to mention this. I wasn't a big fan of it last season, to be honest. I just thought it wasn't really that useful. But I tell you what, our new gym coach Chris has
Relighted the spark.
Say that again, Nathan. He's relighted the spark.
I don't think that's how you say it. Relighted the flame.
Relighted the flame, whatever it is. Well, yeah, whatever it is. But tell you, it's got some interesting stuff in there that I'm actually really enjoying. And also, me and Nathan sometimes gym together too, so it gets a bit more competitive. And I think me and Nathan work well together, to be honest, because
I don't think we're pushing in the gym, aren't we?
I tell you, we are.
No, I said like.
Well, you obviously Nathan's sad, right? Nah, we're not being pushing at weight. We're talking about just like who's better. Like we're talking about our jumps.
Oh yeah,
jump testing.
We did jump testing on the force plates the other day.
Yeah.
And I think Daniel beat me by 0.8 on the jump. So, but we still
0.9. Sorry, 0.9.
I don't think it is, but and yeah, we were pretty close to the sprinters though, because we're just built different. I think built like a.
I reckon I'm calling everybody out here in our squad. I've got the best power to body weight ratio. I'm the pound for pound champ.
We're not the lightest by a lot though.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, like I don't mind saying how much I weigh right now, but I'm probably about 77 kilos right now. Nathan's the same, obviously. We're twins. If you didn't know that, it says it in the title of our channel. But yeah, we are probably I think we are the lightest in the distance group. Maybe Asterios is lighter than me. I think he's about 75. But yeah, so and we also did some testing like a couple of weeks ago where we did like where you push a bar on a force plate on your like a back squat, and I actually had like the second best score in the squad, like over everything. This sprinters,
Powerlifters.
I tell you, you watch me in 8 years' time, I'm gonna be like Nick Santos, 50 freestyler. That's what I'm gonna be. We're back, and we're talking about top 3 movies. So Nathan, what are the top 3 movies all time this year, or what are you watching at the moment?
So top 4 I'm gonna go for because I can't think of a top 3, can't put it into that sort of category. So number 1, Whiplash with Miles Teller, and I think it's Bruce Willis.
Is it just said it? It's just random ball man. I don't know.
Random ball man. Don't know what he's called. I can't. He's quite famous. So
He's very famous.
and it's about a drummer who like wants to be the best at drumming in like the country in Schaefer University.
It's a great movie for anybody like looking towards like having a sort
Being
of
inspired.
Yeah,
That's
or
what
just looking at good mindsets for athletes.
Then I'd put Wolf of Wall Street. Everybody knows what that was about. Big Leonardo DiCaprio. What the hell was I even saying then? Leonardo DiCaprio. And then the next film would be Ready Player One and The Social Network, because they're the films that inspire me to do computing at university. What about your current films, Daniel?
So I guess we go from like 2022. Love Top Gun, great movie, better than the original in my opinion.
You got anything to mention on that?
No, it's quite enjoyed it. So. Okay. What else did I say? Batman. Yeah, with Thomas Thingy Patterson. Forgot his name. Well, that's on my head there. But yeah, great movie there. And then talking about Halloween, we were talking about this earlier. We always do like this thing because obviously we're not going around knocking on people's houses dressed up as a ghost or something like that. So we go to.
Wouldn't like that.
Yeah. So we go to the cinema with a couple of people. And we went and saw Smile, which is probably my favourite horror movie I've ever seen. I'm not a big fan of horror movies, but Smile I really did enjoy.
It was a nice tempo. It wasn't too scary, but it was still scary.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
I actually got a funny story about that movie. Nathan, do you remember that guy who just wouldn't get off his phone in the movie?
Yeah.
Full brightness, taking calls, vaping, anything.
What do you even do in that situation?
Yeah.
Like, well, he was quite. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know what he's doing. He must have been a busy man, I'll tell you that. And yeah, I'll pass it on to Nathan for his, we'll change it to top 3 books or your favourite book.
I'm just going to go favourite book, I think, because I can't think of 3 books that I've read recently. Also, I don't really read them. I like have the book and have the audio book because I'm lazy, so I just follow along before I go to bed. But my favourite book ever is The Energy Bus. Can't remember who it's by, but I think there's only one book called that, and it's about positive mindset, and it's really good if you're struggling with that. But I don't really read books like that anymore because I feel like it puts so much, like I'm putting so much work in. I would rather just like chill out a bit more now. Like I don't really watch that much swimming. I think I mentioned this before because I'm trying to chill out on stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just really read fictional books now.
Nice, Nathan. I want to mention actually a book we used to listen to. It's an audio book. We don't really read that many books, but I do like audio books and podcasts. Keep watching ours. And we used to listen to the Michael Phelps audiobook all the time when we were younger, like when we go to bed in the car before morning training. I recommend any younger swimmer to listen to that. It's great. Gives you an insight on what Michael Phelps did, his training and his mindset going into that 2008 Olympics and also London is on that too, yeah. We'll go to the next question now as well. So we talk about, obviously, we like traveling. We mentioned this in the previous podcast, but because swimming takes us to a lot of places. But if you could live anywhere, Nathan, where would that be?
I think Paris.
Wink, wink. Paris, je m'appelle Nathan. I just like the way I just like the way the city is. I like the way the Eiffel Tower and everything. It's like the vibe of France and Paris, and I think I have to pick another one. It would be like New York, very similar to Paris in terms of like compact city, the geographical aspect to it, and yeah, it could show on Netflix called Emily in Paris. Do you want to take the microphone? Break out into song. And then, yeah, that's really it, to be honest. I've only been to Paris, never been to America. Maybe we'll go to a maybe we'll go to a TYL Pro series. We don't know though. Yeah. Pass it back to you, Daniel.
Thank you.
If I could live anywhere, I'd probably live in Paris too. Believe that. Yeah, but I think also I got like maybe I don't know. People might not expect this from me, but I really like Dubai. Obviously, it's ridiculously hot, but I just like the whole vibe going on there. Yeah. There you go. And then our last question before we go into another swimming topic, we're going to say, what's one thing that people are surprised to find out about you? I think big surprise topic is me and Nathan are like addicted to aftershave. I don't know what it is. Do you want a topic on that? No?
Well, like Daniel's addicted to bad aftershave.
But yeah, I think we just need to buy a bottle every time we go in the airport, but GT free. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna move on to talk over. I'm gonna run through
Recent World Champs walkthrough of like how it all happened.
Yeah, just to tell everybody what the next one's probably gonna be like, and then also we'll talk about Lennon's and 23s. So the last World Champs were in Budapest, Hungary, one of my favourite pools because I swam there a couple of times. And I don't guess what to expect from it. Obviously in Japan it's going to be very different because it's an 11-hour flight from London. And yeah, obviously a whole different economy, whole different environment, whole different people, whole different venue, whole different swimming pool, whole different water, a load of whole different things.
I've only ever been there to watch. I watched the World Juniors there.
Oh, in Budapest?
Yeah.
So, yeah, last time it was good. I can't remember how long before I arrived. Maybe 2 days before the meet, probably, because it's not like a 1 hour time difference from England. And then got there. There was an Irish team there, but I kind of had my own. Obviously, Andy was there with Austria, so I just was part Austrian for that meet. Definitely a great meet for me. Maybe I should talk about.
I think you should go through like the day of your race.
The day of the race. So I think we go up with the 800 heats. So basically, you wake up. I get up about 2.5 hours before my race. Treat it as any other meet, to be honest. Go have breakfast. Eat as much as I can. Sometimes a little nervous, so it might take a little. Like I might not eat as much. So normally I have a bigger dinner the night before. Then I head to the pool about 2 hours before the race, and then I just basically run through warm-ups, whatever, then get into the core room about 20 minutes before at World Champs and see all the big names there, and then just hit my race. And basically that's what I'm going to be doing at this World Champs. Obviously it's in Japan, so it's going to be a little bit different. Why?
Can we go through a bit more detail on like the core room?
Do you want to talk about the... One second, start. And yeah, that's the same as any other meet, basically. Maybe I should go a bit more detail on the core room. So I guess you walk in, and normally you get everything checked. So you get your suit checked, you get your hat and goggles checked, you get your t-shirts, and if you're carrying any water bottles or bags.
How long before do you go through?
20 minutes I go before. Normally my coach will walk me down. Normally go through like last minute race plan or whatever. And then you get into core and basically by yourself, or normally a lot of times, to be honest, I know a lot of the guys there, so normally just get in and sit down and chat to them. But yeah, so you sit in this first room, especially in Budapest, you sit in this first room for about 10 minutes, and then you go into a second core room where you would sit there for like 5 minutes just before the race, so you can see all the TVs around from the heats going on before, if you're not the first heat. And yeah, that's really the core room, I guess. And then you just get out, swim.
What do you do after the race?
So I probably get out straight away, go to my bag, have my protein shake, talk to my coach a little bit.
So you get out the pool, then you would. Oh, sorry. So I'll explain it better.
Get out the race pool, then walk through the media zone, collect my accreditation. They normally give you a towel as well. And then you walk through some more doors, go to the swim down pool.
Keep the towel.
What? No, I don't think so. It's just a plain white towel. No. And probably go to my coach, have a protein shake, and get for my swim down, to be honest, and hoping I made the final. That's what happened. Obviously, at World Champs, I made the final.
Never heard that from anybody before.
What?
Like that whole.
Oh, really?
sequence.
Oh, there you go. And then I think we just talk a bit about what's going to go on in this World Champs. Obviously, we'll fight in Japan, and we'll have a pre-camp, obviously. I'm not sure who's going to qualify. I think me and Mona are pre-qualified from what I remember from the summer meets. We got the time. And also, it's going to be my Olympic qualifier. So if I get the time, the FINA A time or Olympic standard, which is like 15 minutes and 7:51, I can pre-validate myself for the Tokyo Olympics, which is pretty exciting stuff. And then I've got Len under the 23s after that, which should be a good meet. Sorry, I've got hair on me. Then I got Len under 23s after that, which is surprising in Dublin, which is going to be very fun. Got a nice home meet. Parents are going to be there. It's going to be great. Nathan hopefully going to be there. And yeah, I'm going to swim probably all my main events. Just try get the dub in front of the home crowd.
Yeah.
One of the meets before that we're actually going to is we're going to the London. We're going to the fastest distance pool ever. Well, maybe Rome could be considered that as well.
No. It's the world record pool with 1500.
Yeah, but Rome is the 800.
Yeah, this is proper distance.
So London Aquatic Centre for Adam Petey's the AP International. So we'll be there. Daniel's the main athlete there, and what did you say the prize money is like 10 grand? A lot of money for that.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
gonna win.
we are gonna win. So yeah, we'll be at that. So if anybody wants to sign up to the AP International, me and Dan are going, and yeah, that's really it. To be honest with you, and the 23s, that's gonna be exciting. That could be my first team that I could make in Ireland. Maybe the world champs as well. We will see. Yeah. And I think that's it for the video. So please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week for a new video. See you then.